I'm super sensitive to what a amateur I was with the Goff situation, trading him. And we say, well, why do you say that? You want to talk about lack of courage, lack of clarity, lack of ability to be able to look somebody in the eye that you've had a lot of really cool experiences with and tell them, hey, not easy to say, but we might explore an opportunity to acquire Matthew Stafford and you'll be a part of a trade there. But instead it's like, you kind of get frustrated and it was more really about me than it was ever him in terms of like, I had a lot of things that I needed to be able to work through and I didn't handle that the right way. And I'm not saying that we wouldn't have made the decision, but the handling of it was exactly the antithesis of how I would hope to handle things moving forward. If I ever have the courage to really sit him down after that season in 2020 and really tell him, hey, there's a possibility that we'll explore, some avenues that might lead to you not being our quarterback moving forward. No. Would I do it differently now? Absolutely.
All right, Sean McVay. You don't notice when guys, men, real men, admit that they wrong, they take accountability for their actions. It's me. When you go through things, when I make mistakes or shit happen, even if from the naked eye it's not my fault, I got to take responsibility for that. I got to own it and see what I can do better. And that's us, men. We take responsibility. And I like how he owned it about Jared Goff. And he keep talking about it because guess what? It's bothering him. It's bothering him about Jared Goff. It's bothering him. Like he mishandled that. But check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. In the same vein, how do you sit there and tell a guy like, hey man, we might move you. We might move you for a better option. And then guess what? If that don't come to fruition and you don't move them, then, what the lick read then? Then what the lick read? Then what you telling homeboy? Seriously, what you telling homeboy? Honestly, what you telling them? Now he coming into the locker room next season and he ain't get traded and like, damn, they don't really want me here. And it's in his head. Is he trying to sabotage me? Is he not putting me in the best position? Really, to be honest, it ain't no real right way to handle this situation, but it's a bunch of wrong ways to handle this situation though. But you can tell that fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? You can tell like it really bothered him and, he didn't want that to be a part of his legacy and his legacy is great already. He's a phenomenal coach. But I understand that it's things that I think about like years, like from decades ago that I'm like, damn, still to this day, I'm like, man, you know what? I wish I would have handled that a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Like just from situations where like, damn, if I did that over again, I'd have did it. And it's stuff that I stand on. I'm like, yeah, I mean, shit, yeah, I did it. Yeah, I said, I wouldn't change shit. I remember I watched a video of a guy, I forget his name. His name is Immortal something. He's a brother. He don't do much content no more. But I remember he talked about, when he went through some stuff, how he handled the situation different. And, he from different paths, and he handled it a lot better. And, God opened another door for him and stuff. How you handle stuff, sometimes it's a test. But I'm pretty sure he learned from that situation. But there's no right way to say, I need to trade a guy and uproot his family like somewhere from LA and put him in somewhere like Los Angeles and put him in Detroit. There's no way to tell a California kid you live in Southern California, you going to Detroit. In his mind, he was going there to die. He was going to Detroit in his career to die. But you found, people talk about Jared Goff, he came and succeeded. Regardless, however you feel about Jared Goff, he came here and succeeded, bro. He came and succeeded. He defeated the odds. He got paid again. What are you doing? He constantly drifting into the lane. Like, are you trying to get over? I'll be telling you, I don't know what's going on. Where's Alabama? 284. What part of Alabama is that? Though? Maybe he's tired from being on the road. I'm going to stay behind this guy, man, because he constantly swerving. What are you swerving for? I wish y'all could see this. Maybe changing a diaper, getting a blowjob. I don't fucking know. But he constantly veering off into the middle lane. I'm gonna let him have it. I'm gonna let bro have it. But yeah, man, I feel him, man. I felt him, bro. I seen like he really feel bad at what he did. And Goff, obviously you feel a certain type of way for sure. But it ain't that bad when you come to Detroit with millions and a guy who helped draft you want you. But yeah, I feel him. Some of the things you think is the worst thing ever happened to you end up being the best thing for you. It's crazy how life works. Everybody want their happiness to be where they want their happiness to be. I'll tell you that right now. Everybody want their happiness to be where they want their happiness to be. Everybody think they belong with this particular person or that particular person, and they want to will it into existence. And you will it, and it's the worst shit that ever happened. You know? Why are you fucking swerving, bro? Stay in your fucking lane. What is, dude? Should I report this guy, man? Because he can hurt somebody out here. Like, you keep swerving. What are you swerving for? Guarantee it's a foreigner, bro. Dog, I'm gonna whoop his ass. Sorry for being belligerent. What are you doing, bro? This is beyond me, dude. You swerving to the left, dude. They can't drive. I guarantee you, there's somebody. What are you doing, dog? This is beyond me, dog. You need to get your license up. I really want to put him and call. I ain't no snitch, nigga, but I really want to put him on. Dog. Worst driver I seen today. Dog. He's going to hurt somebody on the road, bro. No bullshit. He's going to get some, or I think it was a guy. He's going to get somebody hurt on the road, bro. For sure, bro. Like, what are you doing, dog? Get your phone. And his phone was on his dash. So I don't understand why he was swerving. You know what? Maybe he was getting some killer head and, he couldn't keep his steering wheel right. I'm just going to be positive. Telling y'all, man, America got a driving problem, a literacy problem. They really do, dog. But I felt Sean McVay, dog. I felt him like he really feel bad for what he did to Goff. But it's the best thing that probably happened to Goff, bro. You can say, well, they won a Super Bowl. Well, man, them niggas added like five Hall of Famers, bro. They added Von Miller. I ain't gonna say Odell a Hall of Famer, but I liked Odell. He was a good receiver. He was overhyped, but yeah, the Odell Beckham, Eric Weddle for the playoff run, Von Miller. They added a. Oh yeah, my bad, bro. I ain't really care about you though, but my bad. But dude, I can admit when I'm wrong. Eric Deck, they added Eric Weddle. They added a couple guys. That wasn't the same team, bro. Yeah, that wasn't the same team. People can act like it was the same team, but that wasn't the same team. And not at all. Not at all. Jesus Christ, bro. Okay, man, you got it. You fucking got it. But that wasn't the same team. But it is what it is, man. Shout out to Sean McVay, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel with the link in the description. Find me everywhere: X, Facebook, Kick, Twitch, Instagram. Peace.